Good evening, Heartizan. My name is Vicki Smith, and I am jumping on today because you may have noticed that we have been doing a series of Meet the Madmin lives so that you can get to know the Madmin behind Heartizan and all the various groups. So as I say, I'm Vicki Smith. I have been a Madmin here at Heartizan for, I believe, a little over 2 years. And it's been a fantastic 2 years. I have learnt so much about growing my business. I have made some lifelong friends, both from creatives and other members of the Madmin team, and it's just been an absolutely amazing journey. So I thought I would jump on as part of, as I said, our Meet the Madmin series of lives and just tell you a little bit about me and my background. So I'm 47 years old. I live in the West Midlands and I am a single mum. I have 2 teenage children. I have a son and a daughter. I work full time as well for the NHS, and I'm an administration manager, and I look after 2 members of staff. And a big part of my role is making sure that staff have their annual appraisals within the organisation. So my job involves a lot of data gathering, inputting, creating reports from that data. So those are like my kind of work skills, if you like. And then as if I haven't got enough to do with, working full time and having, being a single mum to 2 teenagers, which in itself is a big task. Then obviously I volunteer to work behind the scenes here at Heartizan. Although I say behind the scenes, a lot of you, if you jump on and see me now, I mean, it might be tea time for some of you, then you'll probably already know my face because I jump on during the week live here on the page and do the Heartizan news. And Chrissy and I either jump on together or we jump on separately and we show off all the fabulous shops on the marketplace. So you probably do already recognise me. Now, as well as that, I also obviously run my own business. So as you can see, any waking hour that I have outside of work, over the evenings and at weekends, then I will run my little business. So I have changed my business so many times in the sense that obviously being a crafter, I've tried many crafts. So originally, I started out doing cross stitch embroidery. And when I very first started work many years ago, after I left school, I worked with 2 ladies who used to do cross stitch, and they taught me everything they know. So that became my first hobby. And then from there, I decided to go into paper crafts and card making. And the reason I did that was because at the time, obviously, family and friends have birthdays and celebrations throughout the year. And I got a bit fed up of going into the shops and all the cards were pretty boring. They were all the same. There was hundreds of them. And I just knew that, if I bought a card, someone else was going to have that card as well. And how many times have you bought a card from a shop, given it to a recipient, gone to visit them, and that exact same card is already on the mantelpiece 2 or 3 times? So that is one of the reasons why I went into card making. And I did that for quite a few years, and everybody loved, to receive their handmade cards. But then I decided, I got to a point so many years in, I wanted to try something different. So one day I decided, I'd seen people make lots of beautiful jewellery in all the networking groups I jumped into on Facebook pages. There was some absolutely stunning jewellery around, and I thought, you know what? I fancy having a go making jewellery. So I started off by going to the library, got some books out, just normal jewellery making, nothing exciting, just beads, just the basics. Bought myself a few tools. I looked at YouTube videos, because Google is a fantastic tool these days. Aren't we so lucky to have the internet now? And so I watched a few YouTube videos and learned how to make some basic jewellery pieces. And so I made a lot of beaded bracelets. And then I decided I wanted to take that one step further, and I wanted to make resin. So again, I looked into, what was required, what I needed to do, the equipment I needed, how you'd start creating resin pieces. And again, YouTube was my saviour. A few groups on Facebook with people that were already, creating gorgeous pieces. And I just kind of, soaked up all the knowledge. And so that's where I am today. So I don't know whether anybody's watching me. Let me see if I can get any comments on here. And see if there is anybody. I can't remember where the comments are now. I have to have a look on my phone, I think. So yeah, that's kind of where I am today. And I can show you some of my pieces whilst I'm on, just so you get an idea of what it is that I do. Oh gosh, somebody is watching me. Hello guys, hi Amy. Oh, you're cross stitching, there you go. Another lady that loves to cross stitch is our Amy from Rainbow Poochie. I know the piece she's working on at the moment is a huge piece. So it'd be exciting to see that finished. Hi, Chrissy. So resin is where my love is at the moment, and I keep coming up with new ideas and things to make. Now, some of the items I'll show you here, I haven't actually listed yet. But as I said, there's just never enough hours in the day with working and things. So with the resin, I can create things like bookmarks, lovely glittery ones. I can do them with flowers and petals in them. So another idea there. I have done decorations. And those have got petals in. So these are some things that I've dabbled in. These are kind of prototypes. And eventually I will get round to making stocks of these and getting them on my shop on the marketplace. I also create pendants. So I've just got one here that I've just grabbed so I can show you the kind of thing that I make. So these are just basic pendants on a cord necklace. I've got these in lots of different shapes and sizes. Now, my signature pieces, which one shall I pick? Let's go for this heart. My signature pendants are these bezels, and again, these come in lots of different shapes and sizes, but hearts are very popular. So I do these in lots of different colours. So I've got that one. And I also do a Scandinavian heart, as it's now referred to, which is a longer heart. So you can see the kind of two different styles that I do. And again, in lots of different colours. What else do I do? I have previously done bracelets. I've got one here, but I no longer do these. What I actually did with these are the kind of bracelets I used to make. But I no longer make these because my love is now with resin. So what I've done with a lot of my bracelets when I took them off sale after Christmas was I then make these into bag charms instead, and possibly key rings, things like that, just to use the beads in a different way. So I kind of recycle some of the items. I've got a bag charm here. I do bag charms out of the beads that I've recycled from bracelets. So this would have been a former bracelet that has now been recycled into a gorgeous bag charm with a lovely giant lobster clasp there to clip onto your handbag. And this particular one has got a little dragonfly on the bottom. So you can see I'm always trying to create new and different pieces. Those are all bag charms in there. So those are just some of the items that I can make. So I hope you enjoyed that little bit of an insight into me as a Madmin and what it is that I do. I think there might be another Madmin coming on tomorrow to tell you a little bit about herself. But as I say, I do the live news in the week with Chrissy. We alternate, or sometimes we come on at the same and do a dual live, and we show off all your fantastic shops on the marketplace. So if you want to be part of that and you want to join, then sign up to one of our packages and we could be showing off your goodies on the marketplace as well. And something else you'll see coming from us very soon, we are working on a series of podcasts where I interview our creatives. So you'll get to learn all about their stories, about how they have come to be in their businesses. A lot of our crafters have really interesting stories to tell. They may have chronic illnesses, they may have gone through a difficult time in their life and found that crafting and creating has been their saviour, which is why they started up their businesses. So we will be bringing you all those stories via our up and coming podcasts. We are recording a series of them at the moment, and then we will start to launch them very soon. Those stories, or some of those stories, will also be in our book, The Heartizan Way. So if you haven't purchased one of those yet, then you can do that on the website, on the marketplace. If you have purchased the book, let us know what you think about it. Leave us a review. Let everyone know what they can expect from the book. All those fantastic, heartwarming stories of people's growth. It's full of information on how to grow your business, which is why it's called How to Grow Your Business the Heartizan Way. You'll get to know about the various competitions you can enter and win as a business, so you can become an award-winning business like some of us are. I've actually won a few myself. So I recently won H2H, which is the Heartizan Networking Award. I have also won Queen of, so I'm Queen of Resin Pendants. And I've also won a Creative Biz Award, where I also got interviewed on radio as part of that winning award, and that was a wonderful experience. So it's all those things that you can learn with Heartizan. And I've also won a social media award as well. So it just shows you that, you know, by being part of us, you can grow your business, you can grow your confidence. You can ask anybody at Heartizan that's known me for the 2 years or part of the 2 years that I've been a Madmin, and they will tell you that 2 years ago I was very shy, I was very quiet, I just wanted to blend into the background. And then as time has gone on, I've grown my confidence. The opportunities that have opened up to me as a person, as an individual, as a business, been absolutely amazing. And now I am obviously, I've been on various podcasts, been interviewed myself by other people out there in business. I've been interviewed on radio. I go live on the Heartizan page several times a week. I'm obviously live now. All those things I would never have ever dreamt possible had it not been for this fantastic group of people behind Heartizan. So all that is remained for me to say is I hope you have a fantastic evening. I am currently making the most of the house being quiet because my daughter's at work, my son's at his friend's house playing Dungeons and Dragons of all things. So he'll be back soon and she'll be back from work soon. So I've had a day of just chilling, catching up on jobs and sleep. I've had a nap this afternoon because of obviously working so hard during the week. And it's just nice to have the TV to myself, catching up on my TV programmes while they've been out for the day. And then obviously jumping on and saying hello to you guys, which I always love to do. I always love jumping on and seeing how everybody is. So yeah, enjoy the rest of your Saturday evening, and enjoy Sunday too. Hope you get time to relax as much as you can. Don't forget, you all must take time for yourselves, no matter what you do in the week, how busy you are. Always take time for yourself if you can, and when you can, make that time. If not, yeah, and so enjoy your weekend, and probably see you next week when I do news. So take care, guys. Bye.